Breaking news. From a narrow corridor of the Strait of Hormuz to the bustling ports of Kuwait, events in the Middle East are rapidly shifting, sending ripples far beyond its borders. On March 27, 2026, Iran surprised the world by blocking 2 Chinese-owned ships, a move that caught global observers off guard. Historically, Iran's showdowns at sea have targeted more obvious adversaries, countries closely tied to Washington or Tel Aviv. The targeting of vessels from China, a nation often seen as neutral or somewhat friendly, marked a possible pivot in Tehran's diplomatic calculus, hinting at shifting alliances, security priorities, or internal pressures. While international coverage focused on the maritime surprise, further north, Israel ramped up its military campaign. Official communiques echoed through newsrooms, announcing strikes against Iran's weapons facilities. The warning to residents in Iraq, a somber directive to evacuate, underscored Israel's anticipation of counterattacks or further strikes. In the city streets, families hurried to pack belongings, uncertain whether the next dawn would bring calm or chaos. The air was tense, thick with the acrid scent of both fear and determination. The theater widened as Gulf states rushed to intercept swarms of drones and missiles. Some managed to neutralize incoming threats, but not all. 2 Kuwaiti ports were struck, with emergency crews frantically working amid burning containers and shattered infrastructure. In Jordan, a single missile found its mark, sending shockwaves through a country previously considered peripheral to the crisis. Each national incident reinforced the new reality. The conflict was no longer a bilateral dispute, but a regional contest with unpredictable boundaries. In Washington, uncertainty reigned. The Pentagon, mindful of rising hostilities, weighed the deployment of 10,000 additional troops, a move that would boost U.S. presence and flexibility. For President Trump, this represented a balancing act. Increased forces signaled preparedness for escalation, yet the administration continued to express hope for diplomatic talks with Iran, a dual approach trying to minimize risk while maximizing leverage. Markets responded in real time. Oil, ever sensitive to turmoil in the Middle East, soared past $100 a barrel. Traders grappled with the specter of disrupted shipments and long-term instability. U.S. stock indexes dipped, reflecting growing unease and the interconnectedness of geopolitics and finance. For consumers and businesses worldwide, these market movements translated into worries about inflation, higher costs, and economic uncertainty. One unexpected move came from President Trump. He paused strikes on Iran's energy infrastructure for 10 days, a temporary reprieve. This calculated delay could soften the blow to global oil supply, but left open other avenues of pressure, hinting that the U.S. was keeping options on the table. As the crisis grew, attention pivoted to international diplomacy. Foreign ministers of the Group of 7 nations arranged an urgent summit in France, hoping to craft a coordinated response. In Washington, the Senate Armed Services Committee announced its first public hearing for mid-April, a sign that lawmakers were taking time to weigh the evolving situation. This convergence of military moves, diplomatic efforts, and economic shocks creates a pivotal moment in the Middle East. Decisions made in the next days and weeks may alter the course of history, not only for the immediate region, but for global stability, energy security, and political alliances. The world watches, knowing that while the players are familiar, the stakes and scenes are changing.